ladders going down this way. And since it's cycle 3, we now have a new duplicant available. And let's choose him right on time. Alright, so we have Birdie, level 2 miner. She's uncultured though. Refuses to do art. Dimensionally inept. Can't build. That's not good. Naturally robust. His hardy immune system repels most common illnesses. Narcoleptic. Will fall asleep anywhere, anytime. Can't dig it. We don't... Wow. So these two can't dig at all, which sucks. But we do have really good diggers anyway. Really good learning. Plus 44 research points per day. Oh man, this is really good. Can sleep. Jeez. These are really tough decisions. He's really good at cooking, but her food production is fine. She's good at everything, but she can't build. He looks like she has to go pee for some reason. I think we'll stick with a scientist. Our scientist will be Kova. Kova the scientist. And we're gonna print him, and he's gonna get right to work. And we're gonna start researching. Better get our new scientist right to work. So we'll build a research center over here. And we'll have to connect some power to it. Insufficient materials. Yikes. What do we need? Copper ore. So we need to prioritize this copper ore. Come on guys. Dig. Awesome. And let's make our base look nice and pretty. Put some tile here. Tile there. Tile all the way across. Oh, but of course they want to go to sleep now. Perfect timing. So we have a good amount of food. We have a good amount of electricity, but now that we have a research station, I feel like we're going to need another battery. So we're going to put another battery on this side. This side? This side. Yeah, let's put another battery there. We need to plug this in. But for now, let's pause it and take a look at research, because we need to look at what we're going to need. So we have farming, which will produce the algae terrarium. Hi, Delayed Storm. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us. We're playing some Oxygen Not Included. Oh, thanks, Lizzie Batman. The mic. Yeah, it's a new mic. My brother bought it for me for Christmas, but he just gave it to me like 2 weeks ago. So, Merry Christmas to me. So we have farming tech, which will put our algae terrarium, compost, contaminated dirt. I know he's awesome, isn't he? I even put him in the game just for us. He's a class act. He is awesome. So we have compost and a planter box. This is really good. Algae terrarium recycles carbon dioxide. There's a lot of carbon dioxide building up on the right side of the map here. Like MrHossie's here. He's holding up his breath. Yeah, smile away, buddy. Gas piping. I don't think we really need to pipe any gas right now, or liquids. Power regulation might be good to have, and interior decor for some stress relief, but we're at 0 stress. So I think power or farming makes the most sense. Power or farming? I don't know. I feel our power is fine right now, so we'll go with farming. So somebody will... Oh, can't research because there's no wire connected. Awesome. We'll unpause the game and connect some wire to the building. Yeah, we can't do anything until we've connected it. And we need to connect our... oops. Our electrical, our oxygen production. I'm really bad at drawing. Really bad at dragging my mouse. There we go. That should connect everything. And look at all this. So good thing we're researching the carbon dioxide thing. So we can place it here and be able to suck up all this carbon dioxide that's just floating around. And then we'll be able to open up this area here, put another one here so we can dig out all this copper. I don't know if we have access to water, if that's too far or not, so I think we'll just build more ladders and dig all this up. What is that? It's just algae. So as you can see, our oxalite here, this whole chunk of oxalite is disappearing. So our oxygen generation is getting lower and lower. Alright, so just to recap. Oh, we forgot to plug in the battery. Plug in the battery. So our power is down here, our food is over here. We have 2 oxygen generating and research. And I think we're looking good so far. Oh, we need a bedroom for our newest member of the team. I think we'll put it across the way here. We can't afford another floor for him. So we'll just put him here. And right away he goes to build a bed. Nice. So these beds auto-assign themselves. We'll research some novice. Unlocks rudimentary technologies. Requires 100 dirt. The research out of dirt, I guess. And this, if I click here, it'll continuously fabricate it, so until we need it. So that's good. So we need to put a tile there, because they won't work that way. We put some tiles there, so all of our oxalite is gone. All of our starting oxalite is now gone. Now we need to rely completely on algae deoxidizers to create our oxygen for us. And our cycle 4 report is ready. So we haven't generated enough oxygen. We've used an excess of energy. We haven't produced enough calories, but that's fine. We still have 38,000. Stress change 83%. They're all at 0, which is awesome. And everything else doesn't make any sense right now. But we ran out of power overnight, which is not a good sign. So it means we're gonna need another battery. So that maybe our next research will be for batteries. For a bigger battery, maybe. We'll plug that in. And Hayo is running like a hamster. And we'll keep a close eye on our power levels. Yeah, it's shrinking. It looks like we will need another manual generator as well. So in the morning, 2 people will run around producing electricity for us. So we don't die overnight. Okay, so everything looks good so far. Oh, there's some water up here too. So now we can take a look at more of the base, or more of our starting area. There's a lot of contaminated water here, which we can process. Some down here. We got lots of dirt, lots of copper, lots of algae. Lots of contaminated water here, a lot of contaminated oxygen. Slime can be used later on to create algae, and then we'll be able to purify it. So we need to plug in both of these things. Plug in the battery, plug in the power generation. I think also our research lab uses up a lot of energy, so that's why our power generation is going so low. Let's look at our oxygen here. So again, our carbon dioxide is all... Ooh, how's the bathroom? Our research has been complete. So we need to clean the toilet. Somebody needs to get on that right away. Alright, research complete. So, farming technology has been unlocked through the power of science. Nice. New buildings, the algae terrarium, compost, and planter box. So first thing we'll build is the algae terrarium. It's this one here. Let's build it all the way in the corner here to eat up all this carbon dioxide. That's over here. Is there carbon dioxide down here? Yeah. In the water, because it's all sinking through the ladders into here. But that's fine. We'll live for that. We'll live with that for now. Food is good. And Let's build 2 of them. That'll help us produce some oxygen. We didn't get an error or a warning that we're not producing enough oxygen. That's fine though. We don't need to worry about that. Clean all this up. Our storage is full, so maybe we'll put a couple of storage compactors. Maybe we'll build one here and say only put algae in it. Toilet is being cleaned. That's good. So we'll research power now. Power regulation. There's a switch. Cool. And battery. And a bigger battery. Which we'll need later on. Okay, so everything is looking good. Next is... I feel like we need a bit more expanding. Maybe build a third floor down here. So we can get to this coal and carbon and copper ore. We'll build a ladder. We'll expand our tiles out. And we'll build tile all through, all through here. Like I said, I'm really bad at this. Okay. Excellent. So this will store algae. Is it organic? Yeah. Let's put algae in there. And that way when they collect like this algae here and this algae here, they'll store it here so it can go right into there. Let's take a look at the cycle report. So we produced just barely over the amount of oxygen that we needed. Power usage is good. It doesn't look like we're gonna run out of power overnight. Barely. Calorie generation, 3,000. We're losing 3,000, so we have about 10 cycles in us before we lose. So far so good. I think we're okay to build to grow out this way. To collect some of this algae. Okay. Food is still good. This is producing lovely. I think it's going to start eating all this carbon dioxide that's here. But now we have all this carbon dioxide down here. That's gonna kill the people that are coming down here. So we'll build a couple of algae terrariums as well. Down here. Okay. They won't be able to reach here, but that's fine. They'll build this one first. He's still researching away. Good. I think soon we'll be getting another duplicate in 160 seconds. So let's prepare for him or her by building a cot. Right there. We'll build some stairs. What the hell? Going up. And then we can tile all this if they can reach it. I don't know if they can. They might be able to. Research complete. Perfect. So now we're going to be able to build the bigger battery, or the regular size battery instead of the tiny battery, which will help us store more energy. And we can put that so maybe in this new basement area once that's complete. Perhaps? Yes. I think that's a good idea. So we're going to pause for research for a little bit. How's this algae? Max gas pressure. And we're going to have to... I think we're going to have to build another oxygen generating thing. Maybe around here somewhere. So we have one here, one here, one here. This way it can... When we expand into this area here, they'll be able to produce oxygen. Then we want to go get into here too. So I feel like if we go into here, we'll need to build one here. Alright, let's dig out here. We'll have some tile going through here. can't build a tower. And then we'll build our next oxygen generating in this copper area too. Oh, we have a duplicate ready. I think this will be our last one for a while, just because I don't think we can sustain any more people. Diver's lungs. Air consumption minus 25. Good. Amphibious. Don't really care. Naturally robust. Doesn't get diseased. I think Sadie. Sadie's the best one. Sadie's the best one. Welcome to the colony, Sadie. We're gonna call her Minx. Well, based on one of our followers. And get her right to work. Oh, well, I guess get her right to bed. So they can interrupt each other, the sleep. But since I built them on different areas, so once one of them wakes up, hopefully they don't interrupt the next people. Hopefully. And the outhouse has 10 visits remaining. We're going to build another outhouse soon. Because now we have 5 members. And that's basically 2 uses, right? 2 uses each. So, we're doing good so far. We're building our next floor here, where we'll put another power generation facility. And how's our water situation? It's looking good. Our food situation is even looking really good. Because we have so much muck fruit. I think we'll just create 6 mush bars, just to be on the safe side. How's our oxygen? Our oxygen all looks good. Until we get into here. Which will build our next oxygen generating facility. Down here, carbon dioxide is getting high. We have new things. Oh yeah, the battery, the switch, and the tiny battery. That's fine. You know all that. Refinement. We can build compost to break contaminated dirt into fertilizer. So contaminated dirt is produced by this outhouse. As you can see, he delivered contaminated dirt to it. Yeah, it's poop. I guess we can put the compost out here. Next to the algae terrarium. Nice. Why don't we just harvest this? There we go. Harvest and dig. Alright, let's take a look at what next for research. So we have liquid and gas plumbing. I don't feel like we're going to need gas for a little bit, right? Gas valve, liquid valve, mechanized airlock, thermal regulators, and hydro fan. No, we don't need any of that. Fine dining. We don't need any of that. Liquid plumbing. Air deodorizer. Disease. Yes, we need that. Definitely need that. So we're going to get liquid plumbing into sanitation sciences. Because my last base was all yellow. Like all the poop or the fart particles were all floating around, and they're very toxic, slightly toxic, and they got everybody sick and they died. So that's not a good thing to have. Lantern box, ration box. I don't know what ration box just stores food, I guess. Okay, so everything is looking good so far. This is your emitting fertilizer. Yeah, everything is looking good so far. We got our power. So we'll build our next power generation facility down here. So we'll get one more wheel. And right next to it we'll put a big battery. And we'll connect them all up to the main grid. See if I can do this without making a mistake. There we go. And that way we'll have enough battery to research, because we're going to have to build a supercomputer to move into sanitation sciences research. That'll need advanced research. And I think we've built out enough here to be able to build our next algae deoxidizer. Algae deoxidizer. to learn how to say that. And we'll connect it via electric wire. Oh, almost. Got it. Perfect. Let's take a look at our oxygen again. So we're gonna build a delayed storm. Thanks for the sub. I mean, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. You're number 11. I'll put you into our next next duplicant. And just for you, I'm gonna accept another duplicant because usually we don't. I don't want to go above 5, but for you, delayed storm, I'll make an exception. Thanks for the follow, buddy. So let's get ready here and build a bed. We'll build a bed far away from here. So what do we got next? Plumbing, refinement, we did that. Supercomputer, that's what we wanted to build. So we build it right next, it's huge. Look how big this thing is. Connected to the grid. Right here. I wonder what that will require. I think the next duplicant is in 600 seconds. 690 seconds. Research complete. Perfect. Liquid, all this liquid stuff. So next we'll research sanitation sciences. We're good on food. We're good on power. How's our oxygen? Let's look at the report to see how good we are on oxygen. 85. I think that will handle one more duplicant. We do need to start digging into this algae here because I feel like we're running low on algae. So I feel like we need to dig this. Alright, let's make another floor. Just to get the algae. This floor won't be pretty. And neither will this floor. Because they'll be just algae. Just algae floors. We have a bunch of algae here, some here. Do we have some at the very top? Yeah, we have some here that we'll get to. Until we can start processing the slime. And maybe we have some water down here that we can tap into as well eventually. Let's put a terrarium down here for these guys' sake. Alright, let's intermediary science. Unlocks improved technologies, requires bottled water. So we need, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll need 4 more. Because I think our next level of research will require 10 of them, yeah. See, produces steady supply of oxygen using piped in water. So we need that to produce oxygen via water. Biodistiller will take the slime into algae. And water purifier will take the contaminated water and turn it into regular water, I assume. So we can basically take contaminated water from the biodistiller into the water purifier and then into the electrolyzer for oxygen. It's a good cycle there. Good water cycle for us. I'm not sure how much. I've never gotten that far, so that's good for us. So there's Delayed Storm's bed. Unassigned because he's not here yet. We have a nice big supply of water here, and I think that's where we'll put the pumping station. Which will actually, we'll just do that now. We'll just put a pumping station there. Why not? Just because we can. Just because we can. So these guys need tiles. 1, 2, 3. I feel that this game may get hard to sustain later on. Running out of water seems like a big possibility, especially if turning water into O2. Well, you can always there's a lot of contaminated water just floating around that you can turn into, you can purify into water. Also, taking the slime, you can purify that into algae, which produces contaminated water, which you can purify into regular water. So there's a fairly decent supply, but I do agree that it's going to run out really fast.